I'm Vanda Felbab-Brown, Senior Fellow at the Brookings Institution in the Foreign Policy Program, and I work on non-traditional security threats, so issues of organized crime, illegal economies, insurgencies, terrorism, and of course all of these issues intersect with borders. President Trump says that building the wall will stop the bad hombres, as he calls them, from coming into the United States. I personally think that building the wall will accomplish very little. There already is a fence, a physical fence. There is significant signal infrastructure that has been put at the border by the Bush administration and the Obama administration. And that is more important than building a new physical barrier. No one knows how much the wall will cost because there is no clarity as to what the wall will look like. Will it have towers? Will it have radars? What kind of sensors? President Trump says it will cost $12 billion. Other estimates have put it close to $300 billion. The wall in many parts has to be located within U.S. territory, not exactly on the border, has significant implication for the presumed goal of stopping illegal migration. As long as the border is within U.S. territory and the migrants simply make it to the wall, they don't have to cross the border, they have already entered the U.S. territory and hence they are eligible for asylum. This is already the problem with the existing fence, that there are areas where the fence is on U.S. territory and simply coming to the fence is sufficient to apply for asylum. And the wall will not resolve these issues in any way. During the George W. Bush administrations and the Barack Obama administration, U.S. and Mexico achieved unprecedented level of cooperation. That cooperation, the human intelligence, the cooperation on both sides of the border is far more important for for tightening the border and achieving better security, also security against any potential terrorist attacks, than the physical barrier. And in fact, the physical barrier tremendously jeopardizes that cooperation. It's not just the wall itself, it's the narrative that candidate Trump and eventually President Trump has been using around the wall, the terms with which he has described Mexican migrants and people who try to come across the border, and the way that he handled his relationship with the Mexican president, Peña Nieto. The Trump administration has pushed the U.S.-Mexican relationships after decades of improvement to really unprecedented crisis that threatens many domains of North American integration and cooperation. Parts of the border are some of the most significant wildlife corridors, with endangered species such as jaguars, the Sonoran pronghorn, tortoises, frogs migrating between Mexico and the United States. The wall will disrupt that. And it's not merely a matter of protecting biodiversity, crucial as that is. Some of the animals that could be affected by the wall are, for example, crucial pollinators, moths and bees. It's a really cooperation on the border, on the lines of division, that will allow a successful security, economic, environmental results rather than very hostile relationship, which can jeopardize the successful cooperation on many of these issues. It's not to say that there are not problems. However, it's also important to realize that even if the wall goes up, even if it ignores all the environmental problems it will stimulate, even if U.S. taxpayers are forced to pay for the wall, smugglers will find other ways to get around it. They'll fly drugs by drones, by airplanes. They'll put them in trucks and hide them among legal goods. There will still be, inevitably and importantly, a lot of trade. Or they will put them on boats. And they will also put migrants on boats. Even under the best of circumstances, which are unlikely, that the wall would actually stop bad flows, we will simply shift the flows to other means.